question I always get from our customers is, how do I clean our brass statues? You know, if a statue's left outside or even inside and hasn't been touched for a couple of years, it's not looking as great as when you first got it. So the purpose of this video is just to show you how to kind of breathe new life into your Hindu statue or Buddha statue that's made of brass. This will basically cover anything from Thailand to Indian brass, but because they all have the same characteristics, they're all made of brass. But if you come closer here, you know, you can just see there's kind of a layer of dust on it. There are these white spots, these white spots aren't anything bad. They're kind of from the inside of the statue, from the casting, and it's still kind of coming out. It reacts with the moisture in the air. But I'm going to show you how to take this statue, who's, you know, looking like this Kali statue needs a little care, and in about 5 minutes you'll see how it's going to be absolutely perfect and resplendent and basically just like new. The tools of the trade are toothbrush, a paintbrush if you want to put oil on it, a cotton rag works great, and our secret weapon is Old English. In India and Thailand they use coconut oil, but if you can also use olive oil. That's kind of a natural protectant to it, or natural lubrication to the statue. But we've noticed that Old English works great for brass statues and bronze statues. So I definitely recommend some Old English. What a difference 5 minutes makes. When cleaning larger statues, it's good to use a paintbrush, because you get a much broader stroke to it. So use the paintbrush first, and then get in the nooks and crannies with the toothbrush. And then afterwards, you know, it will leave a greasy kind of sheen on it. So you want to take that sheen off just by wiping it down with a cotton rag. And even if you don't wipe it down with a cotton rag, over time the oil will just either evaporate or just kind of get absorbed into the metal, but it'll gradually just kind of get absorbed. But that's definitely the best way to take an old statue from looking worn and weathered into looking just like new. Yeah, when talking about cleaning brass statues, it's good to kind of understand exactly what brass statues are. I mean, brass statues can be from India, from Thailand, from Indonesia, from basically all countries in Southeast Asia, and they all have their different style and different feel to them. So these are from India right here. And sometimes people, they call and they're saying, I want a brass statue, and they just mean a gold statue like this. Both these statues are both brass. This one's just colored to make it look like this using a chemical reaction, sometimes heat. You know, I don't know all the specifics of how they do it, but this is a brass statue, same as this statue. So this color, when we're cleaning it, we just want to get it back to this brass color, so this black color. But this brass is the same as this brass, which is the same as Thai brass, which I'll show you next. So all these statues are brass from Thailand. And then if you keep coming down, these are brass from India, and these are brass from Thailand. But they're both brass. They're just treated in a way to give them different coloration. So a combination of chemicals will produce these different colors. But when cleaning them, we don't want to necessarily take away these colors. We just want to bring it back to the original color that it was. So see how that cleans up like that? So this is the color you want. You know, you don't want to color it, you don't want to clean it so it alters the color. You just want to bring it back to the original color that it was. So the brass coloration on it, this will never come off. You know, if you're doing abhishekam, if you're washing it, if you're cleaning it, it'll never come off with just using a toothbrush or a paintbrush or a cotton rag. The only time something could possibly happen to it is if you use something that's, say, an acid or a base, something that's a little bit more caustic. And that's why you want to stay away from anything caustic. You want to, you know, use a coconut oil or use an Old English if you can. So that'll clean the existing color, the existing brass color, and bring it back to new. Indonesian brass is unique in that they color the statue using a different technique with chemicals, and then they bury it underground. So it really gives this rich antique green patina. And if you can see, sometimes it develops these little spots here. But again, the easiest way to take them off is just a little oil and a paintbrush or a toothbrush, and it'll bring it right back to the color it was. But just the one thing that's just great about Indonesian brass is just this vibrant green patina. And you want to keep that patina, you know, you don't want to wash it off. So again, don't use anything caustic with it, no acids, no bases. Just use Old English or coconut oil, and that'll make the statue pop like it should and bring it back to how it should look. But I mean, you can see this rich green, antique green patina that these Indonesian brass statues have. And the whole purpose is just to bring it back to that state. This small Shiva Murti here is from Nepal. So he's Nepalese brass. And he's very similar to North Indian brass. But this is just the raw brass color here. So all the statues from Nepal, all the brass Nepalese statues are uncolored, and this is the raw brass. So the same things apply. You just want to kind of clean it off first. You want to use a little elbow grease on these guys and literally polish them, you know, with friction. That will bring out kind of a more lustrous bronze. So you see how much more gleaming that is than it was before. Yeah, sometimes after these statues sit for a while, inside or outside, they develop these kind of little white spots, and that's again of kind of the inside of the statue is kind of reacting with the air or the moisture of the air. And to take them off, it's really quite easy. I mean, you can either just use a toothbrush to take them off, or I mean, what I like to do is just add a little bit of the Old English, and then kind of get in there, and then you can see how it just comes off right there. And you can see how the color just instantly changes of the entire statue, and it also gives the details a little bit more depth as well. So look at this Buddha statue from Thailand. Again, right up here, it looks like he has a little earring, but just a little bit of oil, and that will kind of take that right away. If you just a little bit of oil, and it brings that red right back to where it should be. You know, it takes these green spots right back to where it, you know, it gives it that deeper patina that you see there, rather than masking it with any dirt or dust or anything. Something else, just a cotton cloth, just add some Old English, and then take a look at this Shiva. You know, he's dull right now. He doesn't have life to him, but you just clean him off with a little Old English, and it just brings him instantly back to probably the first day he was cast, and that deep antique copper patina that he should have. Yeah, the great thing about brass statues is that no matter how bad they get, you know, if you leave them outside for months or years even, they aren't going to rust. They aren't going to fall apart and disintegrate. They may get little splotches on them, little white splotches, or some, you know, get water spots on them. But literally you can always take them back to the first day of casting just by cleaning them. And it literally just takes a little Old English, a rag, and then sometimes a toothbrush. This elephant statue it's a little different than the other brass statues just because it has these colored stones on it, but the exact same principles apply. I mean, I just pulled him out from under there, and he's been under there for a couple of months, so he's gathered a lot of dust. So, but it's the same exact thing applies. Just Old English, and then just going over it. And if you just look from where he was before to just one wipe of it, I mean, it's completely night and day. You know, if there's some hard to reach spots, just get a toothbrush and get in there, and it'll get in more of the details. Yeah, here's a spot that has just a collection of white, but again, it's very easy to take them out, clean them up. And typically when it's removed, it won't come back. This is just kind of the last vestige of the casting process. And before we ship to you, we make sure to clean all these white spots off. But just if you didn't buy a statue from us, if you just bought it from somewhere else and they didn't do this, you know how to clean it now.